Hi everyone, it's Charlotte. Welcome back to my channel and for joining me for a few days of my life as a student nurse in New Zealand. I had to get up nice and early to be on time for my first laboratory session of my second year, so I made my bed, I had a shower, I got into my uniform and I did my hair and makeup. I also made myself a black coffee and some breakfast, and while I was having those I quickly went over the lab resources for the second time just so I felt prepared. I was feeling really nervous about this lab just because it had been quite a while since I had last done any clinical skills or had been at uni because we had a really long uni break. The lab session went off to a bit of a rocky start as I had completely forgotten the order in which to put on PPE and kind of got called out on it by my clinical educator, but that was okay. I finally figured out how to do it again, and then the rest of the lab session went really well. We learned how to properly document vital signs on the, hospital documents, also how to fill in an assessment to discharge document. And most excitingly, we learned how to take a blood glucose level. So we got to practice this on each other and I just found it really cool. And to finish off quite a nice lab session, I finally got my name badge, which we should have gotten last year, but because of the COVID lockdown we were unable to receive them. So I finally got that as well, so that was very exciting. Hello everybody, how are we all? I hope you're all doing well. Sorry I haven't really gotten to speak to you quite yet. We just had our first lab session of year 2. I pricked someone's finger. We did like blood glucose levels for the first time, which was really exciting, but I was so nervous just because it's literally been like 5 months since I've been in any kind of clinical situation, so I was a little rusty. It was a little bit embarrassing, but by the end, by 11:30, I think I had gotten more into a groove of things, so I was okay. So I'm gonna go in and just get started with the rest of the day. So I spent a little bit of time editing a video just to have a bit of a break, and then after that I did some grocery shopping so we'd be stocked up for the next week. You can't hear it.
It's not my fault I don't believe you.
So what we just did, Shannon was very helpful. We did like a role play thing where he was a patient.
Oh dear.
And we went through all of these.
That's so weird. So cool.
And filled out all of them so I could practice my documentation and assessment to discharge documenting. And then we also went through the vital signs. And I filled in all of these, so that's helpful. So to finish off the Tuesday, me, Finn, Shannon and Amy all went into the city for the night. So we had dinner out at Taco Bell because I had never been before. I will say that I wasn't particularly impressed by it, but I did love spending time with my friends, so it was still worth it. After that we just took a walk around the harbour and enjoyed the sunset before heading home feeling rather tired and more than ready for a bit of sleep. So Wednesday started off as normal with me making my breakfast, doing chores and planning out my day using my academic planner. I then worked on my LinkedIn page while waiting for my 8 AM webinar with Lecturio to start. So this webinar was an extra study thing that I signed up for outside of AUT, which was on drug calculations, and it really helped me to wrap my head around the maths behind drug dosages. Good morning everybody. So yesterday I didn't really talk a lot because I was just a busy bee yesterday, but today I have just finished. So there's a website for nurses and doctors in training called Lecturio, and they do sometimes they do little webinar things I've done one already. This is my second one. So this morning we were doing like a drug conversion calculation webinar, which I kind of freaked out about because I'm very bad at maths. This was very reassuring. Yeah, the only problem is Victoria is based in America, so their time limit over there is like 11 AM, 2 PM in the afternoon, in the morning, but because I'm in New Zealand, it was 8 AM. So I've got 2 AUT Edge Award things today. I'm having dinner with Mum and Dad tonight. I have got revision to do, so it's just so much stuff. So much stuff. So that Wednesday I also had to go into the city for a checkup on my LinkedIn profile, which was for the AUT Edge Award that I'm completing. So I caught the bus and then I made my way up to the AUT City campus. This is just a little look at what the city campus looks like. I really love it. I think it looks quite beautiful, and I quite prefer it to the North campus, which kind of reminds me a bit of like a extra high school. I had my meeting and then I spent a little bit of time afterwards making changes to my profile and working on the suggestions that the careers support had given me. I then treated myself to some Starbucks because I was absolutely starving before hurriedly and almost missing the bus. I caught it back home so I could meet Amy and Shannon for a study session. So we drove up to Massey University to use their library. We're kind of in the habit of trying out new study places, and we spent nearly 3 or 4 hours just in the Massey University library. I used this time to work on the drug calculation practice test, and then I also had another AUT Edge webinar. Wednesday was actually super busy because after that Hannah and I drove down to Devonport for dinner with Mum and Dad. We walked beaches and we got to say hello to Nana and Grandad over Messenger before heading back, even more tired than Tuesday night. Anyway, so that was a couple of days of my life as a nursing student in New Zealand. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and do all of that good stuff. I hope you have a lovely day and a fabulous week, and I'll see you soon with a new video. Bye!
It's rated X. That means you're extra, extra.